It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. And time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go here on EA Sports. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Tony Adams.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. A run now with McLaughlin. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Watkins motioning over. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
On second down, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
A second down throw for Richardson. Now he'll run. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Returnable from the 17. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Second down and 8. Watkins motioning over. Second down. Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Pass right side, that's Ryman. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. On play action, Richardson. Good blocking, and he's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's 2nd and 6. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday. On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 36 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nick. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Watkins motioning over. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Colts are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Richardson going to look to throw. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Now this looks like a design run. A second effort, and he is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly...
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was... Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. But from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
So that challenge, a successful one. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Nick snap on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Watkins motioning over. Now a 2nd down throw for Nix. This one complete to Watkins. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, they'll set up, for the 5th time. He is intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Colts move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Watkins motioning over. A 1st down throw for Nix. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Watkins motioning over. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Watkins motioning over. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Juju Brents. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep it.
He is in. And Mitchell. Touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll air this one out for Watkins.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it. And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. And it's a great example why.
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
On 4th down, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action. It's Richards. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Richardson. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3-and-out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
Gay to kick off for the Colts.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Back to throw is Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing is Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
On play action, Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A 19-yard pickup there. That's good for a Colts first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get...
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On second down, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback. Because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Big snap on 1st and 10. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Second down, Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 3rd down, they'll set up, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Downs goes in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Richardson operating from the pistol. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's in. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indy. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will add one more onto their big lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Watkins motioning over. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And more of the same. Another interception. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Now Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown. Touchdown Colts. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts add on to their already sizable lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop, and that should just about do it. Third and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.